Hey guys, good morning. Welcome in. It's an early morning edition of 30 Books in 30 Weeks. And I don't even have the book with me, but I wanted to share something with you all in the moment. This week's book is about letting go, let it go, learning to let things go, letting stuff go. And I had a thought this morning as I was preparing to walk into a meeting about letting go. So I shared a post on my way over here about domestic violence. That is a subject that's near and dear to my heart. So as you guys are coming in, be sure and share this out. If you catch it on a replay, share it out. I want to talk about letting go. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Marcy Batiste. I'm a public speaker and an author and a reality-based success and recovery trainer. And so when we talk about the subject of recovery, oftentimes domestic violence is one of my specialties. Curing emotional bankruptcy is my specialty. But as that goes, good morning, Arthur. There's a lot of things that play into that. And so when you think about the subject of recovery, and in particular how when we begin to think about what it means to really let stuff go. I'm sitting here waiting to walk into a meeting. I have a meeting about 8:30, and I arrived a little bit early. And it's interesting because I shared a video about domestic violence on the way over here. And I was talking about how important it is to really walk in the irony that I experienced. You know, I lived through domestic violence. I survived domestic violence. I became a domestic violence champion. And now truly I live to tell that story in order to help other people. And it occurred to me that all of the irony and how all of this stuff plays together, the universe always delivers to you exactly what you need in that moment. And the meeting is being held somewhere near a place where I had some pretty bad experiences I had some good experiences and I had some really bad experiences with the person that I was in the relationship with who committed the abuse against me. And so, you know, it dawned on me that it really truly is, when we talk about letting it go and we talk about being able to make space for new possibilities, is what I was talking about on last night's video on this subject. And today, really finding gratitude instead of regret. So I have a choice anytime I go somewhere that brings back some of those old memories, to either think about those past pains and the bad experiences, and maybe in some instances the not so good choices that I made that led to being in a relationship like that. Or I can choose gratitude, right? And it's so funny now because, good morning, Yvonne. It's so funny because choosing gratitude comes naturally now. That wasn't always the case. It's so easy that the negative stuff is always amplified. It's always magnified for you. But you got to look for grace. You have to look for gratitude sometimes. And, you know, it's interesting to me whenever I return to one of these places where I have memories with that individual. And early on, after it first happened, those places were really hard for me to go to because my memory and the story that I had attached to was the negative aspects of how that relationship ended, versus how grateful I am that it ended. How grateful I am that I was able to heal. How grateful I am that I was able to recover. How grateful I am to now be able to be in a position to help other people, to share the story, to inspire other people, to become a speaker that is able to tell that story. Because so many people have a similar story as it relates to domestic violence, and they've yet to find their voice. And so when we think about letting it go, sometimes you just have to look for the gratitude in the situation. And it can be a little bit harder than looking for the regrets, but gratitude feels so much better. Feels so much better. And the fact that I can be in this space, about ready to walk into this meeting, in this place that held both good memories with this individual as well as very bad memories with this individual, is very telling. And it is such a grateful moment. And it just shows that when you truly are committed to your healing process, when you're truly committed to recovery, and you amass the tools for your toolbox that you need to heal and recover, gratitude is so much easier to find, and it feels so much better. So that's the message I wanted to share as part of our 30 Books in 30 Weeks series. It's not exactly something that was in the book, but it's just real life in the moment that I was thinking about as it relates to that topic. How many things that I've been able to not only let go of the pains, but I've been able to find the grace in the experience and be grateful for the experience, being grateful for the survival, being grateful for the growth. That's what the power of being able to let things go can do for you. It can change the whole entire landscape of how you look at your life and how you associate with your experiences. So that's the message today, guys. Have an amazing day. Thank you for joining in. Like I said, if you catch this video, please share it out. There's so many people that are holding on to a whole lot of things that they need to let go of. And part of my recovery training, my one-on-one coaching processes is always about being in relationship with reality and choosing how we relate with our reality and the stories we attach to our experiences. And that's powerful when it comes to being able to let stuff go and then find the gratitude for the experience. So have an amazing day, guys. I'll catch you soon. As always, thanks for living life on Mars. Talk to you later.